Welcome back, guys. In this session I'm going to show you how you can write a Java program which prints whether the number entered by the user is a strong number or not. So first, what is a strong number means? If suppose I have taken here number 145, and if we found out factorial of each digit, okay, then if I add all the factorials, then if I get the original number back as 143, then it will be considered as the strong number. Okay, so first let me just comment out this entire section. Okay, first let us create a function which tells us the factorial of that particular number. So here let me just take a static which will give us the integer value is the return type of this function. Okay, factorial function, and in this one we will have to pass any one particular number like this. Okay, so this function will return us the factorial value. Okay, like this factorial value. So let's begin here in this function at the start saying that integer factorial, okay, is initially 1. Okay, now what we have to do from the first, okay, from the 1 2 3 until that number n, we have to multiply all the values of I. So what I will do, I'll use a for loop saying that integer I, okay, to start from 1, okay, I should be less than, okay, I should be less than or equal to that particular number n, okay, and keep incrementing like this I plus plus. And what you have to do in this fact, you have to keep multiplying the values of I for each number. This function will get applied. Okay, and finally it is going to return the value of that particular number fact. Okay, so first let us simply try out that here in the main function saying that in the system.out.println line, okay, I will say I'll call the factorial function like this. Okay, and let us say we pass the value of 5. Okay, so factorial of 5 should get me 120 like that, and it should get printed on the screen. So let us run this program for time being, and it is saying 120. So our function is working perfectly fine. Okay, now let me just remove off this. Okay, now let us take an input from the user. Okay, using the scanner class. Okay, scanner class has to be imported from the java.util package. Okay, so we are going to say sc.nextInt to store that value into our variable integer num, and that variable we have copied into a temporary variable like this. Okay, now so one by one we have to find each digit. Okay, starting with this one 5, then 4, then 1. Okay, and we have to store that factorial answers into a sum of variables. So here I will say like this: integer sum of all variables, okay, is equal to, we'll initialize it to 0. Okay, like this. Okay, now I will say like this: in a while statement, while the number is greater than 0, okay, we find factorial of each digit. Okay, but for that we have to find the last digit first. So last digit is 5. Okay, we'll get it like this from this number, okay, which the user has entered. If I say modulus of 10, that is going to give me the last digit. Okay, so we have to find the factorial of this last digit first. Okay, out of that 145, last digit is 5 right now. Okay, so first what we will do, we'll declare that value here, integer last digit. Okay, initially we'll keep it as 0. Okay, now once we have found out that last digit, okay, we have to sum. Okay, see, in sum of variables, okay, I will do it like this, plus, okay, we have to add the sum of factorial of that last digit. So the factorial function I'm going to call here and pass the last digit into that like this. Okay, and once that is done, from our number I'm going to eliminate that last digit. Okay, that can be done like this: number equal to number divided by 10. Okay, and this will happen until the last digit of that particular number. Okay, and once when the loop is done, okay, when this for loop is done, okay, here we just have to check that if that sum of all the variables, okay, sum of all the variables of that factorial, if it is equal to the original number temp, okay, then we'll print out a statement saying that system.out.println, okay, then the number is a strong number. Okay, so here let me tell it like this: temp, okay, then concatenate the value, and inside the double quotes I will say like this: is a strong number. okay, or else. Okay, we'll print out the same statement like this, but here we will say it's not a strong number. Okay, is not a strong number. So let me save this and let's remove these white spaces. So let's save this program and let's run it once. Okay, so now first let us enter the value 145. Okay, so 145 it is saying it is a strong number. Okay, now let's rerun it again and let's say I give 125. Okay, so it should say 125 is not a strong number. So this is how you are going to do this particular program. Okay, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next topics.